Om Shanti. Good evening. Very warm welcome to all of you for this evening session. So, do you know the topic for today? Yeah? The topic for this evening is natural nature of the self. So, do we know our nature? No? Do we know our nature? If we think about matter or nature, outside elements, they all have their own nature. Meaning, if you take, for example, water, water has its own nature. That is of coolness, right? Water, it may take different form, like, it may be boiled when the water is boiled, or it may take the form of ice or snow. But when it is kept in a normal temperature, it again goes back to its nature of coolness. It doesn't lose it. And on the contrary, how about fire? Fire has the nature of burning everything. Whatever it's been put into fire, the form that was of that object, it gets changed completely when it's put in the fire, right? And fire, irrespective of what is being put in there, it changes into ashes. The original form that was, there's no trace whatsoever. It is completely changed, right? So even fire keeps its own nature. And even when it comes to the plants and animals, they do retain their nature. When we come to animals, as tiny as ant, when it feels threatened, what it does? It stings, right? And that same applies to the wild animals, bigger animals. That there is a kind of defense mechanism they use so as to protect themselves, right? So defense mechanism is their nature, right? Biting or stinging those animals, it is their natural nature. That could be applied same with, maybe like rocks and stones, and even like in the flowers, they exude their natural nature. They show their beauty of color or fragrance, but along with the thorns, there are sometimes, along with flowers, there are sometimes thorns also. Thorns are there to protect that plant. So all this we see outside of us. How about human beings? What is our nature? What do you think is of our nature? Especially in reference to the being, right? Human body and the being, the soul, two different. Is someone knocking? So there are two different things. The nature of the being, right, that we call as soul, has its own qualities. The qualities being that of love, peace, happiness, bliss, knowledge, purity. All these are the qualities of the being, the soul, right? So the question comes now, is that nature of mine is present there always? Do I experience it naturally? Do I experience it all the time? That state of mind that is peaceful, loveful, do I experience it? may not be always, right? And even if I ask myself, maybe like a few years, maybe like in 10, 20 years back, when I compare myself then to now, the present, is there change in my nature? What do you think? No, maybe you can go back to your college days. What was your nature then? And how is it now? Do you think it is same or different? It's different. So how different it is? So do you think now it is better or earlier it was better? In reference to, again, like the qualities of the soul, like, which one do you think? Which phase was better? Earlier. So apparently then there is some change now, right? So maybe good, may not be good. So if there is a change now and earlier was better, so what is the reason for that change? Experience. Okay, experience of? Try to think. What could be the reason? I'm sure all of us do have gone through that change, right? So what made us to lose that nature of us? Sorry? Could be more of challenges, right? The challenges we face now and the circumstances we face now, maybe more responsibilities, maybe more stress, right? Could be the factors that have made me change or move away from my nature. Every human being has these qualities. That is very much innate in us, inherent in us. There is no exception that, okay, this one is not having and this has nothing at all. All of us do have these qualities. But again, as said, with passing of time and with circumstances around us, there comes the change. We may justify it, we may reason it, yes, this is because of this. But even when I realize that this is not my nature, and still I be adamant, right? And when it comes to an argument saying that this is who I am, this is me, this is my nature. So if I'm adamant on that, at that level, it becomes difficult for me to bring any transformation. When I say that being peaceless or being angry or being upset or sensitive or irritating, getting annoyed very quickly, all that happens at a very fast pace, and if I say that that is natural, this is me, then I should be very, very comfortable. Right? I should be comfortable being angry. I should be comfortable being peaceless. Is that so? Am I comfortable? Right? So definitely we are not comfortable with the qualities that doesn't define us. Right? That which is not me doesn't ever make me comfortable. If I were to be comfortable, there wouldn't be so many books written on how not to get angry. There wouldn't be that many talk shows or tips shared, ideas shared, how not to worry, how to overcome fear, how to be happy. Why are there so many books and shows? Why? Because people are looking for it. People do realize that, okay, this is not me, but something else, even though they may not agree verbally. Deep inside, one definitely feels that lack of contentment, that feeling of dissatisfaction. Right? There is deep within us, there is that being telling us this is not right. This is not who you are. As I move away from something that is natural nature of mine and I have shifted, definitely there is going to be the inner voice that says that this is not who you are. Maybe again then we'll be adamant with one's own self. That's fine for now. Let's look into it later. Right? We'll try to move on. But that which was mine and I have adopted something else because of circumstance. I have adopted something else and that has become my now temporary or artificial nature. That which I have adopted. The one which I have adopted, have been using again and again, that becomes my nature. So now if I want to reverse it, I have to bring out my natural qualities again and again. Use it in my interactions, immerse it in my thoughts, bring it at every level possible so that that becomes my nature again. The true original qualities of the being. It is there in us. Only thing is we have to use it. Just like when we use the muscles again and again in a right way, they become stronger. Right? Same thing here. When we use those our natural qualities again and again, they become stronger. That strength enables me to be powerful at all levels, meaning in all different circumstances in life. Then I can say that this is comfortable. Just like how fish is comfortable in water, right? So it's very comfortable in water. It comes up above the surface of water, takes a breath, and then dives down again, almost immediately. No matter how beautiful the sky may be, how beautiful the scene above water level may be, it is not attracted towards it. It dives back into water because in water, fish survive. It knows inherently that this is my atmosphere. I cannot let go of it. If it is out of water, it's no longer there. Right? Same here also. When I am like in that natural nature of myself that belongs to me, that represents me, that who I am, then there is that comfort. Otherwise, I have moved away from that comfort into something very, very uncomfortable. And that discomfort is experienced even by the body. Do you think so? Our inner emotions, the inner state of mind influences the body. Do you think so? Have you experienced it? Yes or no? Even like if you're stressed because of work, how do you think the body responds to it? If you were to take the blood pressure at the time, what do you think the reading will be? Definitely it will be higher, right? It is always the mind over body. For example, even especially in the tradition in India, they say that if you're feeling emotional, especially like, crying and feeling sad, do not have your meal now. Compose yourself and then have your meal. Why? In that negative emotion, whatever food we eat, however nutritious it may be, but at that time, it is not good for the body. The body is not able to digest that food well as it is supposed to be. Right? So there is a direct connection between the mind and the body. And also it is said that so many diseases, health issues, have a direct connection between the mind and the body. There is a correlation between that. So we have to really think about this. It is easy to say that I got upset because of this, I'm angry because of this, right? So, but have I taken any effort to bring in some change? And before the change, to try to understand, why is this happening? What can I do about it? Have we thought in that direction? Or is it just life is going on? We have to evaluate, right? Evaluate oneself. Maybe let's just for a minute or two, let's try that now. Okay? From morning till now, scan your day. How was it? Just do a mental scanning and see how was your interaction. Even if you hadn't interacted personally with anyone, if you had talked over phone with someone, how was your interaction? How did that go? Or was there any challenge during the day? How did you face it? What did you do about it? Just look at it. Could you have done anything different? Again, just look at it. Try not to analyze. Now just look at it. Are you happy? How the day went and how you, what you did, how you did was right through the day? Was there anything that you could have changed? Just again, like evaluating. We are not judging. So, taking this time, when I take time for myself, sit with myself and think through, what did I do? How is my day going? How are my days going? And it is easy to be impulsive. And when I evaluate, what happens is, okay, I see this happen, so I have to do something else. Maybe for the day, I could see that in different interactions, I could do something else. And if we sit longer and see into the diary of our life, there may be things that I'm holding on for many, many years. There could be same person because of whom I am being hurt. I am taking that pain, sorrow. It's happening every day or regularly. So when I see that there is a trigger and that is causing me to lose my patience or lose my calmness or lose my stability, I really have to take steps. Take steps meaning not to retaliate. Oh, because of you this happened, you have to do this. No. I have to take steps so as to transform myself. When I see the same person causing me pain, then I have to understand that person's personality, that may be that person's nature, which is I cannot do anything about it, but how should my approach be? I should come forward being more stronger and stable. Stronger again with understanding that this is not my nature. To be hurt or to take sorrow every time is not my nature. This is not who I am. My nature is of pain-free life, carefree life. That is my nature. And the approach or the method I take depends on different factors. Could be my relationship with that person. Could be how long the connection is, and what importance the other person plays a role in my life. Right? So all these different factors apply, and accordingly I have to come up with a formula that if that happens again with this person, my response is going to be like this. Being calm and stable and not to take any pain or hurt. And same thing, that could be circumstance. When I sit with myself and evaluate, I can see that there is a pattern, that some circumstance repeat again and again, and my reaction to that circumstance is more or less the same. Maybe there is an outburst of emotion. Right? I lose myself completely. I completely go into the path of comparing and feeling jealousy, all that. right? So, but again, like I have to evaluate, those are the weak thoughts, weak energies that doesn't help me ever. So taking steps to overcome that. So it becomes crucial for me to sit with myself and working so as to be pain free. Being sad or feeling to be a victim, that's not healthy, or that's not my nature at all. It becomes easy for me to blame someone, right? Like again, point fingers at someone and say that you have to change. You are the cause of this. You are the cause of my pain. This is why I'm feeling all this. But it is seen that nobody is willing to agree that I did something wrong and I have to change for so as to make you feel better. Not majority will take that. Because why? If they accept, they have to work on themselves, which again majority doesn't want to work on themselves. Right? Even if someone tells me that you have to do, because of you this happened, and I become defensive, right? Saying that no, I didn't do it, because maybe like you did something like that, that's why my reaction was like this. So when I justify my behavior, whatever there was room to change, that door has been completely shut. When I say that this is me, this is who I am, that's my nature, simply saying that I don't want to do anything about it. That's just a matter of escaping. So I can't rely on others to change, to do something for myself. Whatever they do, when they feel like, they do it. But I have to take responsibility of being close to my innate nature. Being happy and loveful, being peace, it's all at the higher level. But beneath that, there are branches, just like roots have different branches, there are different branches. Like if I'm constantly being annoyed and being, yelling or shouting at someone, all those are what? Branches of anger. I cannot be peaceful while I may say that I don't get angry, but I constantly get all this irritations, annoyance, all that. But everything is leading to that peaceless stage. And another thing is I have to check if there is any dependency. Dependency meaning especially it may happen in the close family connections. I may want members of the family to do as I want them to do, right? To listen to me what I say. Or even I may plan something in a way that thinking that everything will go fine and everything will be good. But at the same time, the reality is nothing is same here in this world. Everyone and everything keeps on changing, right? When I accept that things doesn't remain permanently here, then I'm open, then I'll be flexible to whatever change that comes in my phase of life. I cannot expect a perfect world. I cannot expect everyone to be as I want them to be. But in the world of imperfection, I have to retain my serenity. We all have these qualities. It is not something alien to us. We do have it. Only thing is we have to nourish it. Just like a body, human body, we nourish the body, right? We take care of the body, feeding the body right food, water, air, everything we provide for the body. Same thing for the being, the soul, we have to nourish it. How can we nourish the soul? How can we nourish it? Exactly. Being positive, right? having the right knowledge, right understanding. Knowing myself, nothing can be more beautiful than knowing the self. When I know myself, who I am and what am I, what are my qualities, then it becomes easy for me to understand others. Right? It becomes easy to be generous and easy to be understanding, easy to be cooperative. Not like because others cooperated, I do so. If they don't, I withdraw my love or cooperation. Not like that. It is not conditional. I can fully extend my good qualities in spite of other person not being the same. So that is what can be called as nourishing the self. Nourishment again for the body and for the soul. The more I use it again, I become stronger. It is easy for a person to become angry, but it is more challenging or more powerful one has to be calm in the same challenging situation. That takes strength. That needs power. And that comes through the understanding. And sometimes it is also seen that, we may behave in a certain way or we may say something inappropriate because, internally we feel that, okay, yes, I have to say it. That's how it, that's how I communicate. But then, internally we do feel that, maybe I could have done something better. Maybe I should have, something differently. Right? Maybe if with kids, we might have all experienced, right? There could be genuine reason. Maybe I yell at them, raise my voice, but after a while feels like, probably I shouldn't have. I should have conveyed it in a better way. We don't like anyone to be yelled at or someone yelling at me either. Young or old, it doesn't matter. Why? Because it is not our nature. To be rude, to be unkind, to having any kind of ill feelings, it's not our nature. Our nature is uplifting. Uplifting the self, uplifts others. Benevolent for the self and it's benevolent for others. Even at the face of situation, people who are getting angry, everyone is like, they're looking at them like it's not supposed to be that. But whoever is calm, they can influence the other to be calm. Because any positive energy we carry, it doesn't remain just with us. It radiates into the atmosphere. Right? And much beyond and wider. So it becomes important for us to pause and think. What is my nature? What do I do? What do I want to do with it? Can I take any steps to transform myself? Definitely we can. Just like all the qualities are inherent in us, that of peace, love and happiness and knowledge, purity, everything is inherent in us, the same willpower is in us. We have all power. We have all that, that required power to bring in the transformation. Just we need to have faith in the self. Instead of being stubborn with others, let's be stubborn with one's own self. In the sense, I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to react the way I react. I will maintain the calmness. I will maintain the natural nature of the self. Then I come in interaction. Then I do everything. So in that way, I can be stubborn with myself. Instead of asking others to change, let me take that step. Sounds good? Sounds good? Okay. Let me stop here and let's go into the experience of it. Om Shanti. Sit comfortably. Yet alert. With the feet flat on the ground. Or having the legs crossed. Take your attention to the toes. Begin to relax the toes. Relax the feet. Relax all the muscles of the legs. Relax the belly. Relax the muscles of the chest. And relax the arms. Hands. And all the fingers. Relax the sides of the neck. And begin to relax the forehead. Relax the eyes. Relax the jaws. Feel the body. To be completely relaxed. Bring your attention to the center of the forehead. With your mind's eye, see a tiny point in the center of the forehead. Try to see it clearly. A very tiny, subtle being of light. This is who I am. being of light. One who is immortal, one who is eternal, exists forever. It's not the nature of this being to have the feelings of sarcasm, comparison, complaining, neither my nature is of feeling sad, being upset, disappointed. All these low energy qualities depletes the power within me. Nature of this being is of unconditional love. Nature of peace, happiness, irrespective of the circumstances. I begin to see and connect with the source, who is truth, who is divine, ever pure, and connecting to that source through my thoughts. I begin to replenish. I feel the rays of light reaching me, the being, and radiating into the body. I feel that rays of light spreading across my face, spreading into the upper body, into the arms and legs, the entire body, is filled with light. All I see is the being in the body of light. Let me sit in this experience. Couple more minutes. And observe how it makes me feel. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. If anyone would like to share something or ask, please feel free to do that. All right. Thank you everyone for joining, and enjoy the rest of the day. Om Shanti.
Thank you and Om Shanti.
Thank you.